And we have a hot topic that kind of deals with God's not dead too, a little bit of controversy. As many of you know, the Republican convention is happening in Cleveland right now. And there was a recent billboard that was going to go up in Cleveland in anticipation for the convention. You'll see it on your screen, and the billboard says, "I'd rather stand with God and be judged by the world than stand with the world and be judged by God." Again, you have Melissa Joan Hart, the star of the movie.
And that seems like a very simple message, but then it got complicated.
Well, apparently it got pulled down. So they were told, the media company was told that it was too political and way too incendiary. But get this.
And that's Melissa Joan Hart.
Right.
I'd rather stand with God and be judged by the world than stand with the world and be judged by God.
And
that's
then again,
inflammatory, incendiary.
Apparently, and you have God's Not Dead too right there, so you know the context
and there's a question
of it.
Where will you stand? So it challenges people to think reflectively.
Right. But it was replaced then by,
Wait for it. Replaced by?
A billboard sponsored by an atheist organization, Freedom from Religion Foundation. Interesting. So they say that, this billboard is too political and incendiary, but then they replace it with an atheist billboard that they wouldn't consider to be too political and incendiary.
So Maggie, I know you work with you every day.
I'm confused.
What are you thinking about this?
I just, again, I feel like the gospel is always attacked. Anytime we say something or we stand up for what we believe, we are attacked.
Christian bashing is fashionable.
And you know what? And I hate to say this all the time, but I think that's why shows like this are so important. That's why 100 Huntley Street is so important, so that we are able to give a voice to what we believe and not be interrupted, not be pulled off the air. That's why we need your support, is so that we can talk about the fact that God is not dead, that we can talk about these things and not feel that we are going to be ridiculed for it. Because again, you go out into the mainstream and you're going to be attacked for what you believe if you're a Christian.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're my friend. I would not want Maggie on the other side saying, as my prosecutor, I want her as my defender.
But what do you think about it, John?
I think it's a sign of the times, and I think that it's part of the shut up and sit down. You can believe what you want to, but there's an element in our world that says, okay, Christians, you can believe what you want to, but shut up, sit down, don't take a stand. And I think what I appreciate so much about what David Main's created here years ago, we're all benefiting from it. We're all sitting on his shoulders. I think what he created here with 100 Huntley Street and what others that have followed, and now with Lorna being here, I think that we so desire, just with calm voices and a sense of humor and with a sense of confidence as to who Jesus Christ is and that our eternity is secure in him, that we can comment on from a biblical world lens and worldview as to what's going on in our world today, and to know that regardless of all of this kerfuffle, it's still well with our souls, and that we can have peace and confidence that Jesus Christ rules and reigns over the kingdom of this world. And that gives me a whole lot of hope in the midst of silliness like this. This is so interesting. And
we stand strong in our faith.
Pray for folks and speak out lovingly and graciously, but don't, when you're told to shut up, you stand up and take a stand for our Savior in the right context and with the right tone.